Hi, folks. It's time for another It's the Market. Before we get started, real quick, I wanted to remind you that since I have started a business with my broker, which is Your Move Florida LLC, we have split some things up. So if you are getting this, that means that you are on our Reina team list as an old customer or somebody that we've had a connection with, and that's going to be something that we'll continue to work through. So you're going to see some changes in the structure of It's the Market. We're not going to have as many counties that we did have before because the businesses have been split. And as far as the Reina team goes, the Reina team now consists of Anthony Weaver, who is my lead agent, as well as Jessica Sanford, who is our team administrator. And so that's kind of the way that things are working out right now. And I will keep you abreast on any changes. So before we get started, connect with us. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. If you have a friend or a family member that's looking at buying or selling, please get them over to thereinateam.com, have them register on the site, and we'll be more than happy to help them. All right, let's get started. This is going to be April's data, and I'm a little bit late because of the holiday, but I think you guys will still get a lot out of this. So, Lakeland, Winter Haven, which is Polk County, 1,533 new listings, which is up 24.2%, which is awesome. If the market settles down a little bit, we're going to have a great year next year. Month supply, 0.9, so still, less than a month. And that's up 28.6%. So things are looking a little bit better. Median time to contract is still pretty short, 7 days. That's still down 22% from last year to this year. And median sales price is actually up to $335,000 in Polk County, and that is up 31% from last year. Kissimmee, Orlando, which is Orange and Osceola counties, new listings is 3,712. That is down 4.3%. Month supply is still under a month, and that's not changed since last month. 7 days to contract, and that is down 12.5%. Oh my goodness. Median sales price is up to $425,000 in Orlando, and that is up 23.9%. Just call it 24% from last year. Tampa Bay, which is Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco counties, new listings 5,133 or 43. That is down 4% from last year. Month supply is still under a month, which is pretty close to pretty much everywhere in the country. That is actually up 14%, 6 days to contract. That's about the same from last year. And median sales price is $404,000, almost $405,000, which is up 29% from last year to this year, which is incredible. Northport, Sarasota, and Bradenton, which are in Sarasota and Manatee counties, new listings 1,910, I should say. We're looking at an increase of 5.1%, still under a month's supply. That's actually up 28.6% from last year. Median days to contract is 5, which is down 28%, and median sales price is up $500,000, which is up 26.6% from last year to this year. It is a crazy market still, and it's not going to change. I have had conversations over the past few weeks with buyers that they're wanting to get a deal. They're wanting to find properties that are, at a great price, sort of like what they found 10 years ago. They're just few and far between if you can find them at all. Right now, the biggest issue that we're having is there's so many people still looking for homes, and the home values have increased so rapidly that a home that, was probably a rehab home, something that you would have gone in and done some work on and probably gotten a pretty decent deal on, is now $100,000 more than what it was then. And now you have to determine, well, do I still want that rehab home? Am I still willing to buy the home and put even more money into it? This is not a time for low motivation. This is not a time to be looking for that special unicorn property. It's not even a time, I hate to say it, guys, it's not even a time to be picky. If you've got your mind focused on, I want just these things, then you need to start looking at how much those things, whether it's a certain layout in the kitchen, whether it's certain appliances, a certain style of home, how much is it going to cost you to put all of that together yourself once you buy a home that checks off all the other boxes? Because that's really going to be the only way, unless you're just willing to wait another year to get into a home. And that pretty much tells me that there's nothing driving you to do it. And if you're looking at selling, pay attention to the market. Right now, you're going to get the most you can for your house, but at the same time, if you're not downsizing and looking for a smaller home, or if you're just wanting, a bigger home, the money part of this, what you're going to get as far as the equity from your home and what you're going to have to pay for another home is going to be a big, big deal. Now, there are ways that we can help you with that. There are ways that we can kind of work through it. But you have to really be on board. Your family members have to be on board. And you have to really have, a high driving force as far as your motivation, regardless of what that driving force is. If you're looking at downsizing because of your health, you can't handle a big home anymore, that's a strong motivating. That's a strong motivating factor is what I was trying to say. That's a strong motivation. If you're just wanting to buy another house because you're tired of where you're living, this may not be the best market for you. So, really kind of work through what it is you want and why it is you want it. And that's going to help you to determine when to jump into this market, because this market's not going to change. I've said that for a couple of years now, and I've been right so far. So with that, if you get an opportunity, get on Facebook, check out our group, Things to Do in Florida with the Reina team. Jessica does an awesome job of posting all kinds of events, new communities coming up, restaurants, all kinds of fun stuff. And so if you're new to Florida, or if you're just looking for something to do over the weekend or during the holidays or whatever the case may be, check it out. There's a bunch of neat stuff there. And I will see you next time on It's the Market.